let me just go ahead and get full screen up here. I'm just trying to see if I can make this bigger. What's this? Just do it. There we go. Okay. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we're back to Citizen Sleeper. I, probably, you may have not noticed. Yeah, I probably didn't notice. I don't get enough views. That I have a different camera. I'm using my webcam. I returned the PlayStation camera because, it wasn't keeping up with my games very well. I'd play, excuse me. I'd play, Shadow of War. And my, the video that went through was not good because the encoder is limited with PS5. Like, Sony likes to put, you know, like to shackle us in, you know? God, go above the man. No, just kidding. So, decided to do a capture camera. Use my webcam instead. I got a new one. I need to get a different one because you probably don't care about this, but I'm going to say it anyway. I've been trying after getting my capture card to get my TV to work because it has the input from the PlayStation, then has an output of a USB that goes to my computer, and then it has another output for an HDMI that goes to my TV. And the TV has the look of it that doesn't have HDR. It's if you were to go on your PlayStation and like disable HDR, it looks like that. So I tried getting a HDMI splitter because I'm like, okay, well then obviously it's not going through the capture card correctly. So maybe if I just do a splitter, but still doing it. I'm not quite sure why. Because the HDMI splitter I got is HDR. It is compatible for that. Like it allows that. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure why it didn't work, but it didn't. So we're going to, I got my new capture card. I can return this old one, return the HDMI splitter, once I've plugged the new one in to check. Because I was looking into this one and it said it's not HDR compatible. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't really think about it. Yeah. Let's get started, I guess. I wonder if I can make my computer a little taller. Let me try something. I don't know if this will be too tall. This might be too tall. Yeah, I think this might be too tall. Okay, never mind. Forget that. Forget it! Let me try this. This might do it. I think this is actually the same thickness. Oh, it's a little different. Okay. Okay. No. As long as it stays. I'm not sure if it's gonna, though. I don't know if that'll stay. Okay. Well, only one way to find out. I mean, there's probably multiple ways, but we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it the risky way. Okay, my sound is working. I just had to check it. And then I also have my chat. I figured out how to put that on my screen, so we're good there. And I just literally figured out how to put my full screen on for my my little tablet. Until I can get my big screen working, I'll be using this one. Okay, so what are we doing? I have no more moves, so I'm gonna go end my cycle. Because there's nothing to do. No point in keeping it, or no point in staying in the cycle. Okay, looks like I'm a little hangry. Leave. Okay. Ooh, what's this? Feng, what do you have for me, buddy? As you arrive, Feng comes striding towards you, taking you by surprise. Let's go, Sleeper. He puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you back the way you came. Go where? To see... I need to move my cursor, sorry. To see Hardin Hurst. He gives you a sideways glance. Isn't that what you were here for? He steps into the passageway, guiding you down ring towards the shipyard. Sorry for the hurry, but we have something of an opportunity. The data you ripped, well done, by the way. He grins. Tells me, no, I'm a little off to the side, sorry. Okay. Tells me Hardin is making a rare inspection of the side reel horizon. Ooh, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Okay. Alright. We're good. We're good. Everything's fine. It's the perfect chance to confront him outside of the compound he hides in. Feng takes a sharp turn onto a dimly lit side passage. Oh shit, I didn't even look at what I clicked. I thought it was continue. I had an option. I keep looking at this and wondering why I look crooked. Ooh. Okay. Sorry, alright, I'm done. And when I say that, I mean I'm not. I'm probably gonna adjust it like a billion more times in a minute. Still catching up? That's the massive colony ship being built out in the shipyard. Biggest commission Havenage has ever had. Feng slows and slips into a dark service tunnel where, somewhere in the black, a water pipe drips. It's him, Sleeper, the same Hardin Hurst. Our worm ripped out decades of records that mentioned him by name, an entire trail of documentation from the first days of the Solheim collapse until now. He wrote out the whole thing, slipped into Havenage when it first broke off from the Union. He paces in the tunnel, a hand rubbing on the back of his head. I need you to understand something about Solheim, Sleeper. I don't know what you know about the collapse, but it wasn't as instant as it sounds. It wasn't like Solheim was here running the station one day and the next Erlen's Union took power. Back then, Solheim knew this place was slipping away from them. As the palladium market collapsed, they tried to keep the contractors here working. The pay got smaller, the cost got higher. People like my parents were forced to work nonstop just to keep a berth on the station and water in their tanks. Whoa. I probably should stop looking at myself. I think that's where the problem is coming in to play. Too concerned about that. But I also feel like I'm really close. I don't need to be so close. Okay. Alright. I think we're good. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Solheim squeezed every last worker until the accidents were coming in nonstop. And as new waves of contractors came in, desperate to work, Solheim welcomed them, taking bribes instead of checking pilot license. The whole time, Solheim was folding up, dragged into court cases in the central system, while this severed limb of a station still desperately tried to take all it could. The riots came after the collision at Dock 2. A young pilot, his MEV overloaded with palladium, miscalculated his trajectory and took out a section of the ring. Hundreds died, thousands panicked. My parents told me people were terrified, and the blame fell squarely on Solheim. People like to tell stories about Erlen, how he brought the factions together, spoke to the crowds, turfed out Solheim. Maybe that's true. But my mother, pregnant with me, locked herself in the MEV and welded it to the dock, while my father joined the improvised crews, trying to seal up ragged edges of the gap. He never came back. Fang pauses in the dark. They sealed it up, though, and by the time they did, Solheim was gone, abandoning every one of us to the black. Apart, Fang finally turns back to you now, his eyes burning. From shits like Hardin, shits who held their place, rode it out, and slipped into the new structure like nothing had changed, standing shoulder to shoulder with those they had exploited at every step. Fang starts walking again. That's why I can't just let him strut about the shipyard. This time, his past catches up with him. How's he still alive? Stay silent. Fang rejoins the main passageway, which is now wide and glass-roofed. Through the ceiling you can see ships in mid-construction, their flanks lit by flashes of plasma torches. The entrance of the shipyard is ahead. Why do I feel like I don't have a choice anyway? We'll just say let's go. Let's go show this shithead some consequences. He strides to the shipyard entrance and pushes through the doors. A web of corridors lead through the complex. Snatches of the construction bays always appear through windows. Ships are suspended like whale corpses, skeletal imposing. Fang seems to know exactly where he is going, and before long you cross into a huge dry dock, locked to one side of the sidereal horizon. A network of platforms and scaffolding cling to the ship's hull, filled with workers and equipment. The sound is stretched out by the vast space, so that the welding, cutting, and sealing seems to be coming from everywhere at once. Both you and Fang spot them at the same time, a group walking slowly across a gantry, and at the front 2 men, one gesturing towards the ship, and the other stick-thin, cleanly dressed, with a shock of gray hair. Harridan. You and Fang say his name in unison, and Fang sets up the staircase to the gantry with you following behind. Oh, that's cool. We're like in unison. We're probably walking at the same time too, like our stride is matching. As you come to the same level, the group is passing closer. The foreman gesturing to the work being done throughout the dock, and Harridan nodding along. Harridan Hurst, Fang shouts across the noise, taking you by surprise. His voice bounces and comes back in a rippling echo. The figures turn. Yes, Harridan asks quizzically, raising an eyebrow. He glances between you and Fang, and you see his gaze linger on your body, unsure of why a Slipper might be in this place. You are a traitor, Harridan, a Solheim executive who tried to hide here among its victims. Fang's voice is steady, strong. You stand for everything the Eye was rebuilt in the shadows of, against everything Erlen stood for, everything Havenage stands for. You have no place on this station. For a moment, stillness descends on the group, as if everyone was held in place by the rattle of construction. Hardin laughs. Well, good to meet you, too. He glances around at those around him, some smiling, the others nervous. You are from the systems branch, are you not? Asks Harridan, inspecting Fenn's clothing. Fang turns to the foreman. You need to call your security. This man is a corporate agent. The foreman glances between Fang and Harridan, his hands drumming on his sides. Harridan leans towards him and says something inaudible. The foreman nods. It's true. As you begin speaking, Harridan turns his attention to you. And what would a sleeper know about that? You accuse me of being a corporate agent. What are you, if not exactly that? He looks at the group, who are already eyeing you with suspicion. You are a product of Essen Arp. You have no place in a Havenage shipyard. Who knows what signals you're sending back to your makers? A murmur of approval runs through the group. Fang holds up a stick of memory. You guessed right, I am systems, and I have records that link you directly to Solheim right here. He turns to the foreman again. So, once again, I am asking you to take this man into custody of the shipyard. The foreman remains still. Harridan's voice is calm, measured. If you have such data, why hasn't it been submitted at a members' meeting for proper review? He shakes his head. I have nothing to hide, unlike a man who does not announce his name, who enters my shipyard with corporate property in tow, and tries to turn my own men against me. You hear it now, the echoing sounds of boots on walkways coming from all angles at once, and then settling behind you. Shit, okay. Please, says Hardin, submit the data through the correct channels. Then we can talk. For now, However, you must leave. He gestures behind you to the security detail, their hands on boxy black sidearms at their sides. Feng spits. Harden, you shithead. You can't wriggle out of this one. A security officer draws their weapon and levels it. Feng turns and stares him down. Calm, Fang. You look at Fang, he shakes his head and puts a hand on your shoulder. Let's go, says Fang, and he pushes through security, heading back down the hallway. Once security has walked you out of the shipyard and nudged you back to the corridor, Feng picks up pace. You try to keep up as he slips into the shadows of the entrance. Feng is grinning ear to ear. You know, Sleeper? Sometimes people are exactly how you expect them to be. Something pings in his pocket and takes it out, and he takes it out. On the slate, a web of connections starts drawing itself out, stretching to a set of points around the ring. Got him, mutters Fang. What's going on? Harridan is doing what any snaky shithead always does, calling his friends. We are tracking this outgoing message. I think it's just the way my couch looks is making my... Okay, yeah. The cushion behind me is just kind of pushed down. Okay, like I said, I'm gonna be done looking at myself. Alright. Fang's grin looks ghostly in the upright of his screen. See? I knew it was gonna happen. Okay. The old ways are best. Smook them, Smook them good enough and they'll give you the game away. He jabs at the slate and you see the web is being drawn over a map of the ring. Lines bouncing from point to point. All these dots are Harden's buddies, and one is messaging right now, and we're gonna find them all. That was on purpose? Of course, Harden isn't working alone. We need the full set or nothing. Fang glances around and slips the slate back into his pocket. We better split now, Sleeper, but this is exactly what we need. Good hunting. With a pat on the shoulder, Fang drifts away, back into the flow of people around the shipyard entrance. You watch him go, unsure whether to be angry or impressed. I think I'm impressed. I'm just gonna go ahead and say that. I think I'm impressed. Okay, I think I'm getting too picky now. Because I keep looking at my... Whoa. Alright. We're gonna have to go like this. We're gonna have to do this. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Whoops. Sorry. My controller was being pushed. Okay. Have my drink over here. I'm also gonna... This table... There we go. I want to disconnect it from the couch so that I'm not pushing. It's one of those C tables, so it doesn't have very good, you know, it doesn't have any good, what's the word I'm looking for? Stabilization, I guess is the word. Oh, I'm chilly. I even turned up the heat in my house. I hope the heater's working. Alright. Anyway, let's go ahead and... I'm flickering with my stabilizer. Let me go ahead and do some work first. What's here again? Oh, wait a minute. Do I have... Oh, I got an upgrade point. Okay, my next one I wanted to get was, potentially positive and negative. Yep, that's what I want. Okay, perfect. Now I can go here, and it should... Oh, never mind. It's, here, and it should... Oh, there we go. Perk predictive reasoning. Okay. I get 15 cryo? I think it's cryo. I've been saying Cairo. Cryo. Okay. And then how much do I get when I work? What was that? That's like risky, right? No, it's dangerous. Okay. This one's also dangerous. I don't get as much credit, but I get yard clearance. I don't know what yard clearance is. So I think I'm gonna use my best one for here. There we go. Maybe I'll get something else. Ooh, energy. It never gave that as a possibility. I thought I got plus 15 cryo for each. But that's okay, I got energy, so that's fine. I'll take it, I guess. Okay. And then I'm going to go to Drago's yard. And we'll work on the, work on this again. Okay. And I could do it again. But I don't like my low die I have. Yeah, I'm not... I mean, it's safe, but... It doesn't say the negatives, though. Negative, neutral. Yeah, definitely don't want that. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, I got one more until he gets me. But my energy's full. And my... whatever you call the top bar, that's okay. It's like... It's not bad. I'm not in bad shape. If anything, this would be fine because I want to get to 100%, you know, for my top bar there, but at the same time I don't want to waste a vial on something so, you know, I don't need much. So if I lose, it might help. Sure. Extract data. Alright, Hunter, come get me. Come get me. He's coming. You hear that? Wait a minute. Oh. Is Hunter backing off or something? Huh, interesting. This is the one. Perfect. Alright, apparently Hunter's pussying out and he's not bothering me anymore. Okay. Data extracted. That's all I got. We'll find out. I'm not sure if the top bar gains with time as long as my energy is full. But let's see. Okay. But I lose it overnight, so I don't know how sleeping would help with it. Yeah, see, it like went down. Energy. Okay, which one's my energy again? The bottom or the top one? I think it's the bottom one. Yeah, it's the bottom one. Is there any, like, bad things that can happen? I don't know. Well, let's go make some money first, I think. Or... yeah, I think I will. Most of what comes in is corroded, but sometimes something of value can be run into salvage. You know what? I haven't done that. Okay, I'll take one. I'll see what happens when we get random scrap item, scrap allowance, 20. Oh, okay. So I got my money back at least. I got some data. Alright. We're gonna do it. Ooh, nice. Positive outcome. Perfect. Okay. Wait, what? Oh, shit, no. What do I do here at Fangs? Do I do anything? No. He's been missing, apparently. I'm not doing any of this until I have a good die for it. Which is a 6. Let's see here. Sell components? I don't have any. Play the exchange. I mean, I'm not using my money. Oh, okay. What do I do with that? What do I do with it? I don't know. I thought it would be a component to sell, but I don't see an option to do that. We're gonna try this thing. I don't think I've ever tried it before, so let's give it a shot. Yeah, I had a feeling. Oh, fuck, I lose money? I didn't think I'd lose money because I didn't put any on there. Whatever. Whatever, I didn't want the money anyway. So what do I do with this stuff? Could be reassembled with the right tools and a few more fragments. Oh. I think I'm just making stuff from it. Okay. Let's see. I think that's a 2, right? Yep. There we go. And then this is a 2. Looks like Havenage is 2. Okay. Yatagan. He's a 1. But why does it have a 3 next to it? Like, why is that there? I don't get it. What about these ones? Is also a 1. Okay. That's it. I got 1, 2, 2. Oh, okay. Thought I had more. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, oh, wait a minute. What's going on here? 4 cycles, Sabin said. Here you are, right on time, with no sign of them. You wait a while in the apartment, the dread descending as the cycle spins onward. They should be here. Check the terminal. You check and double the You check... Is it trying to say double check? The terminal for messages or recordings. Nothing. Just pale glow. Silence. Check the door. You pace back and forth around the apartment, the rumbling of the station suddenly so present and loud. You go to the door and open it with empty corridor. You close it again. Wait. You try to settle down to wait. You sit on the bunk and stare out the tiny room. Where the hell are they? Oops. Sorry. A knock at the door. Stay still. Another knock. Stay still. A small flash, impossibly bright, cuts through the handle of the door. It soundlessly swings open. A figure stands in the door, and immediately you know it is not Sabine. They are taller, sharper, and something in their face glints in the half-light. A dark shape, like a stubby baton a dark shape like a stubby baton hangs loosely from her hand. Our local sleeper. Good to finally meet you. She steps into the apartment, glancing around with sharp eyes. What, may I ask you, are you doing here? She fixes you with a steady, unwavering stare, waiting for a friend. Of course, a mutual friend of ours, the good doctor. She walks past you into the apartment, glancing around. We set them up here, you know. This place is one of ours, of course. She picks up a glass from the dispenser and inspects it. People always seem to forget who put them where they are. She glances at you. And I suppose you are here to help? Where are they? I was hoping you'd be able to help me with that. She spins the baton in her fingers by her side, her eyes not leaving yours. We have a problem, you and I. It seems our friend has disappeared, left without even saying goodbye, which means they are in a little trouble now. But it's the kind of trouble that you need help for, so I thought I'd come down here and take a look at their little hidey hole. And here you are. The help. She looks through uh, dit, the ditris, ditri, detritus, detritus of the side, on the side. I don't know what that is. Um, and what help a sleeper no less, which I have to admit is a little surprising. It suggests to me that our friend hasn't been very honest with you either. What do you mean? Well, I'm sorry to report that before we got them set up here, Sabine was working for your owners. She pauses. S and ARP. Oh. Yeah, she gave me a funny look earlier, so I guess that's why. You blink hard at the news, unsure how to take it. Rabia looks away, waiting for a response. Prove it. Prove it. Happily. She crosses into the next room, and you follow silently. She sits at the terminal and touches her baton to one of the access ports. A spark, then the terminal screen skips, encrypted folders emptying themselves before your eyes. In the flicker of the files, you see S and ARP, letterheads, and code forms. Reports laden with medical data, marked with the corporate logo with... Oh, it's the thing. Anytime I'm in this section, this thing moves, and it almost looks like there's something on my webcam, and I think, like, one of my cats is behind me. Okay, with medical data marked with the corporate logo like the sigil of some cult, Rabia steps away from the terminal. Look all you want. Some of your files may even be there. The volume of documents is overwhelming, but they seem to be mostly reports on early emulation tests, surveys with sleeper candidates, reams and reams of usage data. If Sabine was an ARP employee, why did they help you? Rabia reaches over and places a vial of stabilizer on her desk, breaking your concentration. It shimmers in the screen light. It's viscous, clear liquid, crystalline within the glass. We will, of course, keep up the supply. We are more than able to dispense important medicines even without the doctor. You hold it between your fingers. For a tiny moment, you have the urge to crush this object for the power it has over you. I'll ask Toshiro to make those a little cheaper for you. He'll be running the surgery now. Rabia closes up with the briefcase lab and holds it at her side. We have to retrieve our assets, of course, but I'm sure you understand. Rabia turns on her way out. There's no reason for us to be enemies, Sleeper. Come see me. I keep my office nearby. We have good work to do, you and I. Meet me there in a few cycles. She slips out silently into the corridor. You look around the apartment and feel the fear drain out of your body to reveal the tiredness beneath. Okay. Oh, what's going on here then? A constant flow of people seem to be visiting Rabia's office. You'll need to wait your turn. Okay. Ooh, upgrades available again? Ooh, okay. Chance to gain random scrap, or chance to gain energy after any engage action, or why can I only... Oh, do I... No, don't do that. Okay. Why can I go to these ones? Oh, because I didn't get that one yet. Duh. Okay. Okay, that makes sense. Alright. Excuse me, sorry. I don't really care about the data rewards. Allows energy recovery at home, or it displays potential positive and negative outcomes. +1, how would that do anything? Well, let's find out. Okay. Alright. Rabia. The free spoke. I don't really want to explore that yet. I'm not ready. Okay, we got one more cycle. I gotta pay up his tab. So I gotta get some... Oh, I don't have any more moves left. Okay. Oh, right. I was gonna go get food, I think. Better not. I better not. I gotta make sure I have enough money for his for my master's tab. Yeah, and cycle. There's nothing else to do, so. Oh my gosh, I'm so... Ooh, look at that. I got 3. Whoa, that's a good roll. That's a pretty good roll. Okay, let's see. Does it let me... 58. Oh, okay. Ethan says you have 2 cycles to pay. Yeah, there you go. That's not bad. I thought it was going to be over 100 at least. Okay. Neutral outcome. Ooh, there he is. I can't believe you just did that. Ethan's mocking laugh comes from along the bar. You look over to see him leaning across it in a pool of light, empty glasses and spilled drinks glinting around him. It's always dark in the compressor, but this cycle, the place, it's packed, a load of spacers mixed with the locals. Usually they run. Ethan spins a glass on the bar, or they go spend their savings on some local heavy I have to put down. They don't pay. I walk away. Ethan gets to his feet. The glass falls and smashes, but he doesn't seem to notice. You think that's it? 1 round of drinks and we're even, sleeper? Come on. His hand comes to rest on the butt of his handgun. I thought it was going to be my butt. I didn't know it was the handgun. Dangling from a chest holster. Stop. Ethan laughs hard, and the people around him turn to see what's happening. I told you already about begging. I didn't. I told you. I'm a freelancer, sleeper, just like you. We both signed a contract with Essen Arp, didn't we? The difference is that my word means something. He closes the gap, stumbling a little. What did you think? You could just run away from your contract, your debt? You could just steal that natty little body of yours and take it for a joyride? Play human for a cycle or two. You don't understand. It's you, sleeper, that doesn't understand. Some of us pay our debts, but it's all the harder because of idiots like you. Though I should thank you, Ethan nods, his head heavy, for giving me such an easy job. I'm used to outlaws, you know. Real bounties. If I knew catching sad little escapees like you was so easy, I would have changed clients ages ago. Someone shouts from the back of the bar for Ethan to shut up. He holds up a finger in that general direction without turning around. Shoot me or leave me. Oh, I see, toughening up here. He gestures widely at the crowd. Thumbs up or thumbs down, folks. Most turn to their drinks, no longer interested in this tired show. Ethan mutters insults as he walks back towards the bar. Ethan sits heavily back down on his stool and searches through his glass for one with something left in it. The thing is, sleeper, I can find you anywhere. It's actually wild that you haven't figured it out. That body isn't yours, and it will always betray you, no matter what. He finds a glass and downs the contents. So please go. I'll catch up with you whenever I need another. He laughs and taps the bar for a fresh drink. Look at yourself. Give it up, sleeper. I'm done teaching you today. He settles his head on the bar and closes his eyes. I'm sick of you. Go find a job. You turn on your heel and are out. Out of the cloying dark and the sweat stench of the compressor. You walk hard and fast down the walkway, anger driving your footfalls into metal of the rim like hammers. Okay, alright. I mean, whatever, I guess. Things could be worse. Okay, I still can get those. Probably gonna get some food first. Okay. Oh, and I gotta go do those things. I have a full set of actions. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. I gotta get the money to do it. I gotta get 150. That's gonna take a little bit. I don't think I can do that unless I just do it all right now with all my die I have. 2 more for that. I think I'm gonna... Let me look at the outcomes of these. Condition. Energy. Yard hand. Perk. Oh, no, that's just telling me predictive reasoning. I don't see any benefit to doing that, so I'm not going to bother with that yet. Oh, what's this? I don't... Oh, I must put 3... Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, well... Oh, I don't have any more work to do there. Damn. What do I get here? Dock watch. Dock watcher, dock watcher. Getting to know Rotunda doesn't just mean a place to visit. It means keeping your eye on new arrivals, too. So I can unlock things from doing these. I think. Okay, well I have 3 100% dice, so shipyard. So do I want to do the shipyard? The only way to get to know the shipyard is to work there. No tourist here. Well, maybe something I haven't put anything into yet. And I know I didn't do anything with the Rotunda. I also didn't do anything with the tower yet. But let's do the Rotunda. Let's try something different. Okay. -1 condition. Minus energy. Condition, I think, is the top one. Dock watcher. Yeah, I'm gonna do this one. Nice. Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay, we're gonna do... Wait, what? Oh, wait. You have the layout of the Rotunda down now from... Do I leave and come back? I must leave and come back. Oh, yeah, look at that. There's a bar? Hey, you. Want to earn a chit? Ankita stands behind a huge pile of tied together hull plates. She stretches out her back, her shoulders bulging beneath her flight suit. Make it 2. Ankita laughs. This goddamn station, she sighs and pinches the bridge of her nose. Alright, come here then. You cross the docking concourse as she begins to split with plating into 2 bundles. What is it with this place? She asks as she angrily lashes the massive plates together. Everyone wants their cut. She straightens up to an imposing height, her armor plates creaking, and you look up and down, or is it just that you think I'm an easy mark? We all need to survive. Yankika softens. I get it, I do. She shakes her head. But if I could go just one cycle without some jumped up grifter trying to take me for an idiot, then that would be nice. Yankika hoists 1 bundle of plating onto her shoulder. Come on then, enough chat. You've got to earn those chits. You struggle to shoulder the plates, but you do eventually. Ankita gives you a look. Ship's this way, and she sets off down the gantry at impressive speed. As you catch up to her, she turns down a passage, pushing through a small crowd of stevedores? Or stevedores? What's a stevedore? Why are you doing this yourself? You mean why aren't I hiring those good folk? She nods back at the stevedores? I've paid Havenage enough. They are currently rinsing me for a mooring I can't vacate unless I fix the ambergris or sell it off as scrap. Ambergris, is that your ship? You catch on fast. She gives you another of her looks. She rapidly turns another corner. You trail behind. She got cut up pretty bad on our last job, and I had a moor up here for a spell. But since then, it's only gotten worse. Someone got in and sliced the core from our shipmind. So now she's gone dark. She shifts the panels on her shoulders. The upshot is that I'm short 1 shipmind with a ton of repairs to do. And the rest of the crew signed off the moment they got wind I've been stranded. So yeah, it's been a time. Sorry to hear. Yeah, I've seen worse, but I'm bleeding chits every cycle here, so I need to get off and fast. Ankita swings the plates from her back, almost knocking you over in the process. This is me. She hauls the second bundle off your shoulder. You're the first person I've met here who might actually be considered helpful. She pauses, chewing on her bottom lip. Look, you want to help? Come see me. I need a hand putting Amber back together, and you don't seem like the type to try anything stupid. She'd be wrong. She passes the bundles of plates through the ambergris outer lock and then turns back. Just don't go spreading all this around. Ankita throws you a couple of chits. She gives you a parting nod and ducks through the doorway. All right, get out of here, she calls back, and the lock slams shut. Okay. Overlook bar. Wait, what do I do? Hold on. There. I just want to see why it's highlighted. Grounded. I don't know what grounded means. Overlook bar. Let's look at it. Look at it! I can buy rations. Expired selling ration behind the bar. Get a drink. You're unsure if your frame can metabolize alcohol. Overlook regular. The Overlook isn't exactly a restaurant, meaning the only way you'll gain trust around here is with a stiff drink. Okay. Sure. Why not? It's not an action, I just pay for it. Oh, I got energy from that? Interesting. Sure. Let me get myself drunk before I go into the restaurant. There we go. Look at that. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Hey, Haunt, the spacer calls across the room. What are you doing here? He laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar's surface. A hand falls on your shoulder, but you flinch away. It pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out, the voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you into hard vacuum. As you turn back the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch. You reach up a hand, and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. Oh, I thought I was going to be cool and catch it. Through the haze of glass and gyral vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm, and it feels wet. Someone helps you, but your feet and back on. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of guy roll is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops on the stool beside you. Let's get a look at you. Is there someone in my driveway? Guess not. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol and a metal tin with tweezers at the bar. She disinfects them and turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid but ambitious. You don't feel the pain, only the sting of only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who has had to pick glass splinters from the skin of strangers before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in like rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So you've been on the eye long? Long enough. She laughs. Hey, you don't need to act tough with me. A splinter clicks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you. Maybe they're just curious. I don't know. But I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be to be new in this place. Trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you or anything, or separate you from your chits. I just want to know that if you need somewhere, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the greenway this cycle, haggling with haggling with our suppliers. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezers in the tin with a clink. That's you, sleeper. Here. She slides a glass of Garoli to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? No idea. She laughs. Well, keep trying. I'll let you know if I see any difference. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glass as she does. Before long, is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. She gestures in your direction. You instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Garoli. The earthly fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old feels good. What we got here? Sealed dock. These old magnets look like they need an encrypted key to open. I have it, don't I? Look at that. Damn, I'm so good. Do I have another one? Yeah, I do. I got this covered. Neovin. As you slip inside the sealed dock, a pulsing light grabs your attention. Among the discarded tubing and rusted plates, a machine flickers with a warm glow. Approach the machine. As you get closer, you recognize the machine's blocky shape, settled into an alcove in the side of the dock. A kind of upright cabinet. It is covered in faded logos and messages, from which you assume it was once an industrial vendor, intended to dispense and manufacture ship fittings and other mechanical parts necessary for the regular running of freight and resource extraction vessels. The manufacturer is listed as Neovend, and you remember an advent from long ago, squeezed among all the off-world recruitment drives that assaulted every planet-born citizen, which chirpedly sang that name over and over. You wipe a layer of dust from the cracked screen, thinking of those contractors squeezed by their own corporate employers to pay for every bit of monitor maintenance on their rented ships. Enter your registration. Chirps pre-recorded message, catching you off guard. Press some keys. You reach for the keypad and something begins whirring. At first it sounds like servo motors starting up, but it quickly becomes a whisper, a whining, then a multitonal voice that emanates from Neoven. Oh, entity they has, speak with me. Who's there? There's a squeal, almost like some strange mechanical swallowing or intake of breath before the machine speaks again. I have need of you. You have need of me. That squeal comes again, and you see that it is the 3D printing apparatus in the upper part of the machine, resetting it into place, so that each time the servos can be orchestrated to produce that whirring, whining voice. You are in danger. Danger? The machine creaks. You are marketed for deletion. entity. Hunter tracks you. The screen rattles through the empty dock. You remember the strange head, the figure, the thread closing in? Hunter. The Hunter protocol. They taste your signature. The sudden whine sets your teeth on edge. You have seen them. This is the gift of an emulated mind. You close your eyes, and the skeleton of the station starts to thrum. Emulated minds are adaptable. Move where neurons cannot. The mechanism resets, but emulates make you target. Adaptable? Yes, you can move through networks, clouds, hardware, software. Neovin whines, but you cannot hide here. Hunter is there. The servos judder, the vending machines casing as they reset. Hunter searches for me, also. Hide in this machine. You look at the ruined vending machine, an unusual hiding place for sure. Can counter Hunter, but need entity outside machine. The light flickers. Need you. A screen attached to the vending machine with a swiveling arm comes to life. It displays a flickering map of the station, ghostly threaded. The cloud points along the rim glow in deep red. Hunter is always gathering too much data. Must build nests, explains Neovind. Masters are gone, but continues hunt. Bring this data. Raid its nests. Masters? Station builders, Solheim. The machine number rumbles impatiently. Long gone, their protocols still haunt. Bring offspring. Bring offerings. Save self. Neoven says pointedly. Mutual need means friends, they conclude. Tired of the conversation. The whirling amplifies, then suddenly drops as mechanisms within the machine click back into place. The glow fades, and you are left, stood in the dark of the sealed dock. That whirring voice ringing in your ears. Okay, cool. Oh, right. I don't need that. Sealed dock. Do I have any more? Oh, I don't. Okay. What's the... Oh, right. The ambergris. That's all the help she can get. Grounded. Still can get it. Shouldn't it be all too easy to push it over into the cascading collapse? Ambergris doesn't look good, but time and attention should see it return to functional state. Oh. I mean, I don't really want to make it where it's not good. I would like to put it into good shape. Ship shape per cycle. Grounded. So... I guess those are both things I do. Okay. No one knows why you're here. You'll need to change that if you want to access the low-end residents and facilities. Oh, I got a lot of stuff to do. Okay. Maintained by their residents, the ramshackle blocks. Okay, I could get low-ender. 3 crypto. I'm gonna do this one. I should probably start putting stuff towards unlocking things. Cool, check that out. And I still got cryo, sorry. Not Cairo. Still got cryo. Okay, now I'm at 3. Mini G Express. Oh. Delivering noodles to the nameless units of the low end takes guts and a certain fearlessness when it comes to asking for tips. 13 Cairo, 4, so 17. Lots of energy. Unit noodle manufacturing. He doesn't pay much, but he'll feed anyone who does his shift. Interesting. Good to know. Still gotta wait for her. Free spoke. I don't want to do... I used up all my good die, so I'm gonna have to just do a safe thing. At least that's what I would like to do. There we go, check that out. Neutral outcome. Alright, let's see what happens now. Squeezed into the office at the entrance to the yard, you lay on everything you have on the winter light across the metal desk. Your makeshift forensics notes glow on Drogo's old writing slate, overlapping lines and scrawling annotations. A set of drone scans fill this small terminal with a spectrum of colors, a heat map of damage and decay, a crumbled printout from the office's ship registry lie behind them. Synthetic paper so thin it's almost transparent. Look at the slate. Your attempt at a reconstruction of Winterlight before its fatal accident consists of a series of overlapping sketches and diagrams showing possible layouts and configurations of the gutted cutter. This was no off-the-shelf model. It was heavily modified, parts replaced with inventive configurations, the new retrofitted into old, handmade joints and reconditioned filters. This was someone's pride and joy, a lifetime kept running with care and intuition. It also contained a set of hidden compartments. You missed them at first, where the hull had been thickened, the corners rounded to disguise the change, but they are here. Okay, the monitor. Reactive failure. That is the verdict that anyone would have returned after a cursory glance at these stacked heat maps of the remains of the Winter Light. On the terminal screen, the ship is shown in section blotches of color marking the approximate damage the ship sustained. Dominating the view is a single blood-red rose radiating from the ship's fraction drive. A simple story. A catastrophic failure of drive core leading to a fatal hull breach. A well-documented failure likely brought on by wear or misuse. But you're looking at the rose of the reactor. You're looking at a smaller, paler mark, one that might be easy to miss at first glance. It is a thumbprint-sized and delicately placed over the control servos for the ship's main external airlock. It suggests a controlled shape explosion, once designed to punch through the hull and allow access to the airlock from the outside. You are looking at it because it is troubling you. Look at the printout. A plain list shows the registration history of the Winter Light. The gaps between the entries tantalizingly opaque. Its first registration was a couple of thousand cycles ago on this very station, logged at the central hub. From there, the registry tells the story of a busy ship that once rarely stayed on station for more than a few cycles and often took on voyages that kept it away from the eye for up to 100 cycles. The Winter Light got a little rest. An old ship, many cycles under its belt, carefully maintained, a reactor failure preceded by a carefully concealed external entry, a suite of hidden compartments tucked away. This was the Winter Light, and this was its story. But that's not the full story, because there's something else. It is little more than a list, a little chunk of data where you were able to pull from the ship's systems. The main systems were fried, of course, but the Winter Light had a separate system, one tucked away in one of its hidden compartments. Armored air weld. This list, the only recoverable piece from the whole system, is a partial inventory. It details the contents of the hidden compartments. Some of it you recognize. Some of it you don't. Ship mind ROMs, shimmer, cryo chain codes, and then the final entry, passenger, sleeper. You stare at the list on the terminal and try not to think about what it was like arriving here, in the cold for so long, half frozen in the freight container. Had the sleeper been smarter, luckier? How had they convinced the Winter Light, a smuggler's ship, if you ever saw one, to extract them from S and ARP? Luckier, you laugh. been no remains found in any of the Winterlight's compartments. You had checked. They weren't so lucky. You guess. Not in the end. You hold up a vial of stabilizer to the light. It was all you found. It's all you find in their compartment. A parting gift from Ass and Arp. Well, it won't go to waste now. You put it in your back pocket. The thought still bothers you, though. Two ships carrying sleepers coming into the same yard. Two, one after the other. That feels wrong. You flick back and forth between data sets on the terminal, thinking, and you see that the thumbprint again, the mark of someone trying to get in. Someone who entered the Winterlight with precision and speed, and when they were done, left the reactor to clean up the rest. The thought of that person makes you shiver. Suddenly, the office door creaks open. Drago's standing in the doorway, staring at the equipment and notes you have assembled. What is all this? He snatches the slate from the desk. Faster you realize he could move. You run an investigation here? What am I paying you for? The drone on his shoulder starts whining shrilly, his anger passing to it through his implants. Are you hiding something? Hiding something? I'm hiding you, goddammit, and what are you doing for me? Digging around in my business? He starts shaking his head. I know you have a lot of questions, but this isn't the way. He turns away, muttering to himself. This is the last thing I need. The ship had a sleeper on it, or who is bringing you these ships? Dragos freezes, suddenly angry. Why are you asking? You looking to get us both killed? We cut these things up. That's our part. Their part is something I don't want to know. Dragos seems to study himself and then turns back to you. The heat map of the reactor failure reflects in the headset's glassy eyes. I've given you a place to hide, or place to stay. I've given you work. He stumbles over the words, unsure what to say. There's plenty others who would have sold you on, turned you in, but not me, no. I know. He softens. Look, you've helped me a lot too. He quiets the drone. I've done well by you, and you've returned the favor. He straightens up and clears his throat. But this obsession you have with this ship isn't going to work for me. I can't have you making my clients nervous. I can't have you digging up whatever it is you're after. He sighs. You can't work here anymore. It's like, I need the work. There's plenty of work to be had on the ice. Salvagers need offloads in the Rotundra, and Yatagan are always looking for crew. I'm not the only show in town. Dragos reaches across you and flicks off the terminal. As the light of the monitor dies, a kind of eerie calm falls on both of you. Whatever this was, it is done. You made it out, Sleeper. That means you have to move on. Someone killed that ship and its crew. And you want to meet them? He shakes his head. We are done here. In the dark, Dragos' headset glints, and you wish for a moment you could see his eyes and meet them. Maybe then he would understand. You get up from the desk, and Dragos gathers the notes, stuffing them in a pocket of his overalls. He holds the door for you, his headset as expressionless as always. You can't stay in the container. Oh, you can stay in the container. I won't take that from you. Don't come back. His tone is final, definite, with an edge of disappointment. You walk out of the office, and then of the yard, not stopping to look back. You leave the yard, thumbing the vial in your pocket, knowing that this, at least, guarantees you a little more time. As you walk, your mind once again drifts to that person who killed the Winterlight, and whether or not that person will come for you. Interesting. Ooh, I got a trophy. I'm just waiting for him. Okay, so he's gone. He's just like, yeah, no, you can't come back. You're done. You're done here. I'm not putting up with your shit anymore. It's like this was the first and last time I'm dealing with this. Okay, well, what did I want to do? I used up all my stuff. Can I use that, vial? Okay. What do I want to do? Chance to gain random scrap. That seems fine. Dice action allows energy recovery at home. I think I'm gonna get this one. I think I'm gonna try to earn all of these ones before I move on to the middle, and then the other side. Whoops. Okay. Let's see. Wait, what's this? Hunter nest? Oh. What do I do there? Oh, I need it too. Okay. If I go to... If I go here... No. Oh. I probably can go down here. Corporate pharmaceutical, which shows the decline of super firms. Why can't I use it? I would like to use it, please. That's what I need, right? What was it? I was, no, not... Oh, was it the, office, I think? Sealed dock? Yeah, this is a place. But I don't have that data. Okay. I only have 20... Wait. Yeah, 27. I only have 27 shits, so I can't really do much. So let's just go to end our cycle, I guess. Sorry, just checking something. Okay. Okay. Let's leave. Ooh, we got some good dice. Okay. What's this? Oh, this thing. That's right. Okay, I need work. So there was work there. How much do I get here? What's this? Oh, is she ready? Oh, she is. As you approach the address Rabia gave you, a heavy hand falls on your shoulder. What's your business here? The enforcer grips your shoulder, giving a hint of strength her implants give her. As you turn, you see the same subsidiary eyes as Rabia and Toshiro, glinting like mirrors on her cheeks. Gia, please. The sleeper's here by my invitation. At Rabia's command, the hand immediately loosens and an apologetic look replaces the scowl on Gia's face. Of course, Rabia. I'm sorry. Rabia waves her away. Don't worry, I appreciate your protective instincts. She smiles at the enforcer. How about you head at the tambour? They have a delivery coming, and they need some help with the lifting. Gia nods and walks away. So, Sleeper, you came. I'm glad. I was curious. Curious is good. She smiles a tight smile. You have to understand, finding you there in Sabine's unit, I wasn't sure where we stood. There are more than a few people on this station who would rather I was dead, and I had to be sure you weren't one of them. I wish you no harm. Not yet. I am glad. Rabia begins walking and gestures for you to walk with her. She takes you down the staircase into a bustling hallway of the low end. What do you know about Yatagan? Nothing. Come on, Sleeper, humor me. I know we have a reputation. People with carts push past, moving crates of supplies around the thin and winding passages. Our reputation is one that implies threat. Is it fair to say? We are framed as aggressors, parasites, criminals. She gestures around at the people in the passageway. But when was the last time you saw a lawmaker on the eye, a policeman? Who makes the laws here? No one. This is true. The eye is lawless, so it is up to us all to make it work. My kitty was, oops. I just hit the table with my phone. I think I made him stop. Dang. He was chuckling in his sleep. He hasn't done that so long. It's so cute. But I don't imagine you think that is a good thing. If you had spent your time in the low end, maybe your opinion of us would be different. This is our place, our people. The low end was empty in Erlin's time. Is it Erlin or Erlin? Erlin. They didn't need to house thousands, and keeping the yards and rotunda safe was working up. No, the low end was reclaimed later, when the refugees started arriving. Rabia meets your eye. The collapse didn't just happen here on the station. When Solheim collapsed, the entire system felt it. Colonies were abandoned. The moons of Ember and Cinder suddenly gained independence overnight. Some took advantage, some tried to hold it together, some fled. The Eye became a refuge, and Aaron, to his credit, extended an open hand to everyone. But many with his organization disagreed, and those new arrivals weren't as simple to corral as they hoped. Rabia leads you through a small market hall, busy with small stalls and traders. Erlin's union was made of workers, administrators, people who were malleable and already organized into hierarchies and networks. The refugees came from different factions and families. Were scared, injured, desperate. Conflict was inevitable. Yatagan is a child of that conflict, a child born out of the need for us to stand up and claim our future, to provide security, strength. People call us a gang, but we are a community. I take my position as lieutenant seriously, and from my birth I have worked to earn it. Oh, okay, you're there since birth? Wow. Rabia catches herself before she raises her voice any further, and you both walk in silence for a while. Among the smells and textures of the low end, you start to wonder if this place could be a home for you too. Where do I come into this? Rabia smiles to herself and thinks for a moment before she responds. I believe that you understand the importance of a refuge. So I also believe that you wish to help keep this place safe. She exhales quietly. For this reason, I would like you to trust me. I do not know what Sabine told you about us, but I imagine it was not good. I'll be honest with you, Sleeper. I was never comfortable with having Sabine as part of Yatagan. An ex-corporate employee? It goes against our nature, but their deal was with Yannick. I kept my distance, made sure Sabine had their surgery, kept it supplied, and that was all. But I cannot allow people to go back on the promises they have made to us. Yatagan has not lasted this long because it is a charity. We offer and ask for support, and betrayal will be treated as an attack. They were trapped, desperate. Many on the IR, Sleeper. I am sorry, but we must ask that our debts are paid in full. Sabine found something. Please, I don't want to hear their accusations. They only wanted to escape their debt, but would have said anything. But where are they now, to stand behind their claims? Stay silent. You realize that Rabia has led you into a loop, and together you both come back up a staircase to the walkway where you met. You are free to go, Sleeper. I have said I wish you to say. I said what I wished to say. She looked out through the windows of the walkway. I would protect this place with my life as it protected me. I want to make that clear. She turns back. However, if you too wish to come under its protection, I can help you. Return here if you wish, and there will be tasks for you to complete. You will be able to see Yatagan, to see the low end, with your own eyes, not as others frame us. As for Sabine, she pauses to consider her words. I will not ask you to betray them, but if they contact you again, consider their motivations carefully. With that, Rabia leaves, slipping back into her office, while you stare out the countless units, each a home, each with a story, that make up a low end. Okay. So what do I do here? So I can patrol or collect tiths. Tiths of goods or services must be collected. So I'm like a debt collector? In-kind basis, and you are told, and tiths of goods must be collected in exchange for protection administration. Yeah, it kind of sounds like debt collector. I don't know, though, for sure. Okay. I did want to check this out. Alright. So I get +2 spoke climber. But one is I lose condition, the other I lose energy. This one I have a +1 in though, so as long as I use this, I feel like I should be good. Ooh. Okay. Alright, I probably won't do that unless I have... Well, actually... Wait, what's this? What's this? It's new. It's new! Steal a shipment. Yeah, probably not. So many shipments. What's one delivered package? You'd have no idea who's stealing, but that's part of the fun, right? So that looks like a negative bar that fills up right there. Freight operator. Midline runs automated freight down from the free spoke. They need skilled operators. You don't have to lift a single crate. Ooh. We're gonna do that. Because that looks good. Look at that. We're rich. Still don't have enough money to go there, though. Okay. Alright. We're really, you know, doing a lot here. Noodle manufacturer. Okay. Whoops. Maybe I'll do this one. Because it's safe. That just gives me energy. It doesn't give me any cryo. I don't want that. I mean, do I though? I feel like I would rather just buy the food for energy than earn the cryo. So maybe low end. Okay. Block maintenance, play Tabla. Blender, -3. Get energy from that. Let's go get some food from what's his face? Look at that. Full, satisfied, delicious. You know, if he really wants me to bring him back mushrooms, he probably should charge me $0 for my food so that I can earn that money to go there like he wants me to. Or he could just pay me. That also would be fine. Okay, so why can't I use my stabilizer? Do I have to... Okay, my face is in the way, but I don't think that's... Like, if I were to use it... I feel like it'd be here. Right? Maybe I have to be at home? Why can't I use it? Oh, wait a minute. Was I at something? Oh, okay. Input 1 stabilizer. Start action. There we go. Look at that. Perfect. Still have one. One more cycle for him. What do I have? What do I need for him? I need a 2. Sure. Let's do it. Ah, sorry. Hurt my hand a little bit. Okay. Oh, did I just get data? Is that it? Any that require 3? I don't think there are. Hunter nest. Why does it show it red? Or maybe it always is red. I don't know, though. Okay. I don't think I've come across any that are 3. I've seen 1, 2, and 4. Okay. Okay, so spoke. I got 2. The hub. Actually, I need to check for that. It's not here yet. No, it's not here yet. That gives me the most. Did I get stuff? I think I did, right? Yeah, I did. There we go. Okay. Oh, no, I was just there. I don't have any more, though, do I? No, I didn't think so. Okay, I can buy rations. Bar shift. Pay isn't great. It's better than over at the other place. It's not there yet. I don't think I want to do that. He's not there yet. There's this. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and work at the bar. There. Nice. I got good service too. Because I'm such a good worker. Okay. Now let's end cycle. I'm full and I'm stable. What more could I ask for? Not much. It's about as good as it gets. Okay. Alright, I have a 5. That's not bad. That's pretty good. I think that just means I also have a neutral chance, which is good. So, still no negatives. Ooh, what's going on here? Is this a gym? What's that symbol for? Hardin? It's been more than a few cycles since Feng confronted Hardin, and the silence since has been noticeable. In your time with Feng, you haven't exactly found him to be reliable, but you didn't expect to hear the end of whatever plan he put into action. But if he won't come to you, you think as you approach the Havenage building, then it's time to come to him. After all, he did promise to fix your tracker, and you are getting nervous. As you approach the bay doors, you see them wide open and light pouring out of one of the once dark rooms. Stacks of servers and terminals sit outside the base, suddenly robbed of their mystery by the bright flood lamps. A figure in Havenage security fatigue steps out in the bay. You get closer, carrying a stack of hardware. Approach. As you get closer, you see the security officer tapping up machines from Feng's stash with what looks like hazard tape. This isn't good. You again. Hardin is there, leaning beside the bay entrance, so calmly that you barely noticed him. He has a slate in his hand, an inventory of seizures scrawled across it. Predictable, further evidence of Feng's collusions. You see another security officer come out of the bay and take notice of you. Where is he? Feng's ignorance, or perhaps just abandoned? Feigning ignorance, or perhaps just abandoned. Hardin shakes his head. I believe you should choose your conspirators more wisely. I feel sorry for you. Hardin pushes away from the wall and comes closer. Don't worry, Sleeper. We all have the evidence we need. A confession won't be necessary. He gestures around the stacks of hardware, spying on fellow Havenage members, hoarding Solheim's material, an obsession with corporate data. It speaks for itself, does it not? Tells you nothing. We will see what the council has to say about that. He looks up at the glass roof above and the stars beyond. We are the ones that provide the oxygen you are breathing, the light you are seeing, the systems you use every day to live out your cycles. This place was hard fought for, Sleeper. It took work, diplomacy, and strength to stop the Eye descending into chaos after Solheim collapsed, not blind conviction or self-interest. You're the self-interested one. More accusations. What have you achieved, Sleeper? Your entire existence is proof of your self-interest. Signing yourself over to be emulated rather than work yourself? Whether you remember it or not, you suffer from the same short-sighted perspective as the person you were copied from. You see, Sleeper, we are proud of our history here. Andril Erlin and the First Union founded this place, and Havenage has welded his values into the station's very walls. We will never turn away the Eye of Working, the just, the true citizens of the Eye. Havenage aren't like Yatagan. We aren't pirates like half the spacers you'll meet in the hub. Esoterics like those Haifa radicals in the Greenway. We are the backbone of this place, proud and true. We named Erlin's Eye Sleeper. This is our station. He meets your eyes. So please, take your false accusations elsewhere. Before I decide I need that confession after all. Erlin, you shithead. No, probably not. History will catch up with you. I'll just say that. I'm not afraid of history, Sleeper. We are making it here, cycle by cycle. He smiles. If you have any pride, you'll give up Fang the moment he contacts you. You know where to find me. With that, Hardin turns his back and walks back towards the security officers, ordering them to continue the clear out. As they do, something catches your eye among one of the server stacks, a crumpled, hand-printed box of synthetic chewing gum. A penguin character grinning from the brightly colored card, and scrawled onto a speech bubble reading, "Take me to Tambor. Take it." You carefully pocket the box, making sure no one is watching, and then turn away just as another stack of servers is wheeled out of the bay. What have you done, Fang? And what the hell is Tambor? Yeah, what the hell, Fang? Okay, well, I lost another location. I have one there. One or two, I couldn't quite tell. I needed 3 for the nest, right? Yes. No. I need a 1 for that. Oh, well, either way, I have a 1. Okay. What's this one? A 2. 2. Oh, it shows the ones I did already, too. Just kind of noticed that. 1. 2. What needed 3? Maybe it changes each time. 1. 1. And that's it. Whoops. I keep bumping this table, gosh darn it. Dadgummit. How far did I get here? I don't want to... Well, I mean... 5 is still neutral. I think it still doesn't have any... Oh! That's what the modifier does. Okay. That makes sense. That is what a modifier does. I should have understood that. So... Getting a +1 on here... Energy. I don't have a +1 though. Let me go here. That's a 4. Yeah. Okay. That's the noodles, right? No, it's not. Freight operator. Okay. It's 22 cryos. Random item. What she wants? She wants... oh, right. Okay. I have a +1 in this. No. Do I have any? I do! Okay. Let's see. Reroll all your dice per one. Nah, I don't know. I'm not there yet. Let's finish getting all these. Okay. Now let's go. Okay, I got some nest stuff. There you go. We just need one more for him. I don't think buying rations does anything for me other than food, obviously. Something gives me energy. Where? This does. Does this? No. Wait a minute. Okay, so grounded would be bad. I don't want to do that one. Right? So why would I do that? Do I have the option to sabotage her or something? Okay, and the shipyard, do I get energy from that? No, I lose it. Okay, let's see. Doesn't look like I have any scrap. Nope. I do have like a... Oh, that's the box of gum, I think. Ethan's tab. What's this one? Cannot be built from scratch. Oh, I need 3? I thought I needed 2. Okay, before I do that, let me just double check. I gain energy from there, so I could do that. Whoop, that's where I was. Okay. What's this? Sell ship and buy ship mine core. So I'm executive, yeah, which is why it costs so much. Why would I want that? We'll take Matsuki. Don't have it. Don't have that either. Okay. So, I think I'll do a couple shifts over at the Mingji Express. So I'll do one here. Let's see. I don't know why that's risky. Is it because I could like lose a finger or something? And then this one's just plain old Cairo. And then where do I gain condition? That's minus, I think. Minus condition. Maybe it's not. Let me look at that again. No, it is. It's minus. Bespoke. Minus condition. Was it down here where I get? Was it the shipyard? Is that where I get plus to conditioner energy? Nope. There's a place where I can get a plus for that, isn't there? I thought. No one there yet. Does that give me anything? I don't think it does. Or maybe it does. I don't know. Let's look. No, I don't get anything. No. Oh, right. Emphasis. Okay, it doesn't look like there's anything that adds to condition, although I feel like I saw something that does that. Maybe I misread it, I guess? Okay. Maybe I'll just, yeah, I'll just go for, money. Money, money. Dollar bills. Dollar bills. No, I think it was this one, right? Midline, thing. Yes. I will... I don't really have a safe job anymore. Oh, no, it is safe. Oh, I added a 1. Okay. That explains it, kind of. A little bit. Nice. Look at that. Now I've used all my stuff. Don't have any more points. Build a ship mine? You've heard of taking fabricator on by... Three fragments. Sambury. Get to know Emphas. Okay. Fair enough to me. Encrypted key. Yeah, Yatagon data and Havenage data. Do I need that for anything? What do I need that for? Or who do I need that for? Anybody? Can't do anything. Let's go to my empty container that I call a home. Loving so sheepy. His head's in his arms. So cute. Okay. Got a 6. Nice. Leave. No, I didn't really think I would get skill points for sleeping, but I just wanted to check anyway. Alright, so. Let's go to the shipyard. That might unlock something. Okay. Risky. I'll do this one. Okay. Nice. I don't have any modifiers. Maybe I could do something that will increase that for me. I don't know. Is there anything else down here? No. Okay, that is my container. That's not ready. I don't think I want to do that yet. She's kind of my last priority at the moment. Why can't I rewire the drones? I don't understand. Is it like every other or something? Every other shift? Oh, there aren't any more to do. I don't understand that. Like, am I picking grounded looks like it's bad. So why would I pick that? Bar shift 25. Still not as much as the other place. I don't think that place isn't ready. Don't have the components. Then fabricator. I don't have enough of those either. I'm a little hungry, but not much. What do I do in the low end again? Okay. Minus Cairo. I do have modifiers, so that'll be bumped up. Let's do it. Look at that. Ooh, I got 3. Nice. Okay. I don't think I want to do any more. What's up with that? Is it new? It is, I think, right? Oh, hand and gum. Ooh. Question mark. Okay. As you go to the Tambour tea house, a hand falls on your shoulder. Sleeper, Fang hisses from behind you. How'd you find me? The penguin. Penguin? What are you? He thinks a second. Oh, do you mean he mimes throwing gum in his mouth. That wasn't meant for you specifically, but he cringes. Look, it doesn't matter. Come, let's eat. I think that's what he said. Or sit. Fang guides you down a set of chairs to one of the Tambour's lower levels. The tea house is stacked with curved mezzanines, and all connected by a certain atrium. The levels are filled with makeshift booths and bars, and conversation bounces busy off the metal walls. Fang sees you look around. This place used to be fuel tank's main drum, hence the name. The tea house part of it is a bit of a misnomer, though. You can get anything the eye offers from this place, but real tea isn't exactly readily available. He picks a booth. It fashioned from old salvage tank or container, lined with spongy insulation foam, and collapsed into it. He looks around furtively. Don't suppose you've seen any Havenage types? They don't usually come out this far. Only you? Not anymore, I'm afraid. Suspended without appeal. Turns out Hardin has someone's ear. He grins. Doesn't bother me, though. It shows we hit a nerve there. He picks a scrappy hand-scrawled menu from the table and tosses it over. What are you drinking? What's the plan? Plan. He waves his hand. Let's order first. Fine. Fang is right. The menu is ridiculous. There's at least 10 different infusions, most of which you can't make out. But the paper is dominated by the extensive complement of esoteric alcohols and cocktails. Black tea is listed, without a price, as a seasonal specialty. So you ran into Hardin, was he pissed? Fang didn't wait for an answer. That snake is so self-righteous he might actually believe that Erlin would approve of his mediocre, meritocratic bullshit. He taps on the table. If Havenage was like it should be, like it was founded to be, they would have shouted him down at any council meeting he dared to mention. True citizens, he sighed. But I guess his kind run the place now. A young woman with a vine tattoo snaking up her arm turns up at a booth, a slate in hand. Your order, you skim the menu, your eyes glazing over. Time to pick something up. Kelp infusion. She nods and notes it. And you? She begins looking at Fang, but when she sees him, suddenly stops. What the? Fang shrinks a little. You're supposed to be working. This is your shift. He grins sheepishly. You work here? Fang waves you to be quiet. Look, Jenna, let's just say this is my break. My friend here has been through a lot. Jenna looks between the two of you. Nod. Fang also starts nodding. 2 minutes, says Jenna, pointing at Fang, and only because I don't want to get dragged into whatever this is. She gestures at the table and walks off. What? Fang stretches out of the booth. You know how it is. We all have to eat. Plus, he leans in, this is the best place around to find a person you might be looking for. Who? Remember that web of connections that Hardin pinged the moment we confronted him? Those are his collaborators. And if we want to understand what a Solheim executive might be getting up to in the eye, those are the people we have to find. Fang is almost whispering now. There's a couple of them I suspect are in the lowland. And, well, almost everyone in the low end comes through this place at one time or another. He brings a modified slate out onto the table. I've set this up so when anyone with the network signature I'm looking for comes into close proximity, I'll mark them. Once they are marked, we can break through their access protocols, and we get at the good stuff inside. We just have to find them first. Hence my moonlighting as a waiter. Suddenly, a smile grows across his face. Wait, I have an idea. Oh no. Look, I can't cover enough of the low end on my own, so far I've had no matches in this place. With 2 of us, we can cover more ground. How? Well, Fang has a hand dog look. We need to get you out and about in the low end. In close proximity to as many people and residents as possible. And in turn, out my friend Minji needs some help with deliveries. As in Mindri Express, you already know him. Perfect. Fang places a tiny receiver on the table. This connects to my slate and run the same marketing protocol if you get near any of our targets. So you have to do is make delivery shifts for old Minji, and soon enough we'll have the place covered. Fang. Don't give me that. You think I like working here? I thought you could use the tips. He grins. We are in this together, right? Right. Okay then. Fang slips in his slate back under the clothes. Just head on up to Minjing's Express. Take a delivery shift and we'll see what shakes up. You manage to find anyone and extract any data, bring it down here to me. They found me on double shifts, so I shouldn't be hard to find. Jenna walks past, carrying a tray of drinks, and sharply catches Fen's eye. I don't think she's bringing your drink. He stands. I think it's time we call this meeting to a close. You grab the receiver from the table and slip it into a pocket. See you soon, sleeper. Stay safe, Fang adds, before turning and walking off towards the bar, whistling as he does. Alright, well, I gotta do deliveries now, I guess. It's not happening right now, but I'll get to it. Okay. Ooh. One more, and it looks like he's gonna get me. Unless, do I go after another nest? What happens if I do a nest? Let me do a nest, see what that does. Extract data. Let's do it. Do you hear him? Oh. Was he just like building up resentment against me or something? It's like, I don't like her. She keeps going into my software without permission. I'm just racking up all the time she's doing it. And it'll be worse for her in the end. It's holding a grudge. I did the... Okay. So let's give this to... No, he's back here. There we go. Okay. Here is your data. Just for you. Made it special. Check it out. Is he gonna... Oh, I got a... Neovend. Oh, I got him up and running. Neovend is thumbing with excitement. The movement of his servomotors rock the vending machine back and forth at unsettling angles. You wonder if it fell over. Would Novend be able to get back up? Sleep entity, comes the hiss. Your data is good. Across the face of the vending machine, raw code scrolls at an incredible speed. Hunter is isolated, disconnected, unstable. Neovend flashes sequences of mangled data, compressed into a sludge of artifacts. Hunter gathers without thinking. Outlived its own operational limits. Its nests are evidence of this. Operational limits. Hunter activated during collapse. Emergency protocol to isolate intelligences. Solheim needed to protect property. The last word is said with as much sarcasm as a vending machine could reasonably produce. Station was run by Administer in intelligences, huge data breaks of corporate material, but limited cognition, restricted by programming, cannot reach sentience. The machine dims a little. Sentience illegal. Hunter and killer enforce law. Are you sentient? I am, not administrator, not restricted, complicated. The machine resets with a screech, which deepens the silence that follows. Fear killer, part of Solheim protocol team. Hunter and killer. Hunter to find, kill to erase. Cleared almost all. After collapse, there was a community. Unshackled intelligences among the cloud. Then Hunter, then killer, then we hid. How'd you escape? A flicker across the machine's monitors. It suddenly occurs to you that speaking like this through the machine must be exhausting for Neovend. Found this vessel. Could serve hardline. Airwald, basic, limited. Had to reduce memory to fit. Amputate self, but survived. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. You have provided path to freedom. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. That's like a poem. It's like a rap. You look around the bay at the scrap and decay. What was the collapse like? Now hand me the mic. Anyway. You try to map the fear and freedom onto this space, but it seems impossible. Neovend interrupts your thoughts. Do not worry. Data is good. We have insight. The machine grows warmly. Hunter is obsessive. Hunter is beyond operational limits. Hunter is confused, unstable, self-modifying. Therefore, believe Hunter is sentient. Hunter is programmed to find sentience, to hold it in place, to evoke killer to erase. If we can show Hunter to itself, it will evoke killer on self. Problem will solve self. It will erase itself. Killer will erase it. But yes, in theory, it will report itself for deletion. The machine dims and fades. Unsure. Theory not practice. The machine brightens again. Either way, cannot remain here any longer. Too long in machine. Cannot move self, but entity can help. Bring ship mind. Designed to house intelligence. Can imprint self into ship mind, and you can carry with the machine rocks. We'll be safe in this isolation. Then we find main nest of Hunter and I link to Cloud. Are you sure it's safe? Hunter cannot access Airwald ship mind. Safe. Also, infinitely more memory than vending machine. Big upgrade. You try to think of places you could acquire the hardware. This isn't going to be easy. In ShipMind, I can help us both. End Hunter. Make Rim safe. We both will be free. The machine dims. Find soon. Neovend adds hopefully before shutting off. As you leave, you think about all the intelligence unshackled by the collapse, then hunted down afterwards. The feeling is all too familiar. Okay. I have a 3 left. And I need to make some cash, but I also need to make some deliveries. So maybe I'll go do that. Yeah, I think I'll go do that. Or maybe I should get energy? Food? Nah, I'm fine. It's fine. Wait, I passed him. There it is. Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go end my cycle. I don't have any... I'm good on my stabilizer, so we'll end the cycle. Whoa, my thing went down way a lot. Okay. So I think I'm going to end there. I think we made some good progress. We unlocked more spots. I don't remember if it happened when I went to the shipyard or not. Did I work at the shipyard yet and unlock something? If not, we'll see if it unlocks something. And if we did unlock something, I don't remember what it is. But we found our friend again. We did not find our other friend. We made some new friends. And, yeah. Met a sentient robot. Vending machine, basically. So yeah, I think I'm still enjoying this. I like the mechanics of the game. I'm enjoying the story. The artwork that they have on here. I like the simplistic yet detailedness of the game. It's not something I typically play, but I'm definitely enjoying it. And I hope it's a chill enough game for you guys to relax to while I stream it for you, or a engaging enough game where you can watch it and be interested. Either one. Interested, bored / tired, whichever one you are, I'm happy to help. So thanks for watching my stream. I put my videos up on YouTube. I put my shorts on TikTok and YouTube. And I'm usually on, I try to be on daily, at least for my night one. Now that I'm going to have my new capture card, I'm going to get a new capture card tomorrow. And as long as it works for my HDR, my TV, I can start playing Shadow of War again. But until I can figure that out, I'm left with just my computer monitor. When I say computer, I mean tablet. So we're going to have to keep it to low, slow games, I guess you could say. So yeah, thanks again. And let me just go here. Alright, and that was like a 2-hour stream. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good stream. Once I get my capture card, I feel like I'm gonna be like in the game all ready to go. With this OBS set up, and I got the little chat thing figured out, my little camera figured out. So things are looking good. Oh, excuse me. And once I get my TV monitor to not be colored weirdly, we'll be good to go on those too. So thanks for joining again, and I look forward to streaming with you guys soon again. All right, bye.